Welcome. In today's video, we will delve into the story of the first female human predator, also known as Machiko Noguchi. Machiko was born in Japan and lived with her mother and somewhat wealthy businessman father. One day, Machiko's father, Akira, an accountant, was caught embezzling funds from the company he worked for and was immediately fired. He came home in disgrace and dishonor and committed seppuku, a ritual suicide. Machiko found her father at home, covered in blood, and with his last dying breath, he told her to regain their family's honor. Machiko became distant from her mother, becoming alienated and turning into a loner, forcing her to adapt to her new lonely scenario. It was at this time she began to learn martial arts, mastering the craft and advancing her skills with firearms. Later, fueled by her father's last dying words, Machiko got a job at the Chigusa Corporation, a rival company to Wayland Yutani, working her way up the ladder to a very respectable administrator position in Prosperity Wells on the ranching colony of Ryushi. Here, Machiko made little effort to befriend the colonists, with many of them openly expressing disdain towards her behind her back. She later took advice from the previous administrator, whose job she took over, and decided to involve herself more in the community. She also managed to convince the Chigusa Corporation to give the colonists a raise, in turn changing their views of her. Soon, Machiko and the colonists of Prosperity Wells are caught in the middle of a group of predators hunting xenomorphs on the planet. Machiko risks her life trying to evacuate the settlements, but after some conflicts, she befriends a Yautja leader named Dashande, or Broken Tusk, after fighting alongside him, showing much bravery, even killing an alien queen by decapitation and keeping the head of the queen as a trophy. Later, Dashande is wounded, and before he dies, he marks Machiko and gives her the predator name Da-D-2-D, meaning small knife. She stays in the now abandoned colony on Ryushi, waiting for Dashande's comrades, believing they deserve an explanation. 2 years later, they arrive. Because of her mark from Dashande, Machiko is allowed to join the predator clan as Little Knife. She took her alien queen head with her and a leapwave receiver, able to listen to human transmissions, her only outlet to the human world. Although she was a very skilled martial artist and fought bravely, she was often ridiculed by the predators and not fully accepted for being human. Unable to fit in with her own race and unaccepted by another, Machiko felt lost. However, she did earn enough respect to get her own room and armor. A clan member named Shorty picked on Machiko from time to time, feeling she was unworthy to join their clan. During her time with the predators, she partook in a hunt to capture a live xenomorph queen for an upcoming hunt with several clans. This was going to be a very big hunt. During this time, she inadvertently saved Shorty's life, denying him an honorable death, but the hunt was successful, and the alien queen was brought back to the clan's ship. The clan then prepared for one of its biggest hunts ever on a planet called Bunda. Later, Machiko makes the mistake of touching the bandage of a predator named Light Stepper, disrespecting him. She is then forced to fight Shorty on Light Stepper's behalf, and after an unfair fight, where a spectator actually grabbed one of Machiko's ankles, she loses the fight and her place in the large hunting event. On her leapwave receiver, Machiko overhears humans calling for help, reporting that Yautja are actually attacking humans. Her humanity takes over, and she decides her place is with her own race. She betrays the clan, joining forces with the Nemesis survivors, Brian, Catherine, and Martin, escaping Bunda in a Yautja shuttle, but not before killing Shorty in the crossfire. After abandoning the predators, Machiko settles down in a quiet area on Bellatrix 2, but soon becomes bored and craves the freedom of the hunt. She later receives an offer to work on a private hunting planet owned by a wealthy man and starts her own business as a safari guide, hunting with 3 assistants of her own. Soon after, a group of killer predators attacks a mining colony, and the United States Marine Corps seeks out Machiko's help for both her knowledge of the Yautja and her skills in combat. After initially refusing to help, she eventually agrees after viewing footage of the slaughter. She then travels with the Marines to make contact with her old predator hunting clan, and after killing one of them in hand-to-hand combat, they negotiate. Throughout this time, Machiko is torn between her human identity and her relationship with the predators. They are eventually successful in killing the leaders of the killer predators, and later, a lone predator removes Dashande's mark with a sword dipped in acid. Machiko understands why, and she then leaves with Brian Ellis, one of the Nemesis survivors with whom she had developed a romantic relationship, ultimately choosing love and her own human race above the predators who had learned to accept her in her time of need. This is a really good story, and guys, let me know if you think this story has the potential to be a fantastic movie with breathtaking alien landscapes, a strong female lead role which many movies are leaning towards lately, not to mention the adventure and the conflict of acceptance and what it truly means to be human. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.